Hi everyone, it's Anya from Cooking with Plants, and today's topic is actually a little bit of a serious one. I actually wanted to discuss the coronavirus and, or in light of that, boosting your immune system and how important it is to really keep your immune system healthy at this point in time in particular. It's very important at any time, but right now it's especially important. So basically, the coronavirus does not have a cure, but it is a respiratory, can't even say that word properly, respiratory issue, and you need to really keep your lungs healthy. So one of the main things that I wanted to share today is a story of how I have suffered pretty much all of my life with lung issues, including bronchitis and pneumonia. So it actually started for me when I was 1 year old. I ended up in hospital with, well, they couldn't even tell what it was, but it was lung issues. And my parents basically had me in hospital for a few days while doctors were checking what my lung issues were, and no one could find what it actually was. There was talk of possibly having a cat hair that was hooked into one of my lungs that I'd breathed in, but there was no definite confirmation. So after that, my parents took me home, and basically they took turns while I was trying to get to sleep. They would take turns and try to comfort me back to sleep. So when I actually did fall asleep, they tried to sneak back out of the room, come back in, and I'd wake up again. So right from a very early age, I have had respiratory issues, and even through my whole childhood, teenage years, even up until about 5 years ago, I would pretty much have bronchitis almost every year, and in some years it would escalate to pneumonia as well. So I know the importance of having lung health and boosting your immune system. So I really want to share what has actually worked for me in recent years. So like I said, leading right through my teenage years, pretty much every year, if I started to get a cough or a cold, I knew it was going to turn into bronchitis or pneumonia. And it wasn't just a matter of, oh, I'm going to have a little bit of a cough. It was full-blown coughing attacks. I could hardly talk. I could hardly breathe. My mum was taught special techniques by the doctor of how she could hit my back with cupped hands to basically bring out phlegm, etc., etc. So I had issues all of my life, and about 5 years ago, it actually got to quite a bad point in my life where I had really, really severe pneumonia. It just wouldn't go. I kept going to the doctor. I think I went through about 3 lots of antibiotics. Nothing would shake it. And I was definitely keeping my fluids up, but I felt horrible. I was in bed. Everyone around me was panicking, thinking I should go to hospital. But I like to treat things naturally as much as possible. And I'd already gone through 3 bouts of antibiotics, so I didn't want to go through more. And so I took to researching on the internet, and everything, I found a few articles where people had actually been hospitalized for pneumonia, and things that had helped them were different types of juices. So the first one I found was cabbage juice, then pineapple juice, and the last one was onion juice. So I thought, well, I'm ready to give anything a try. And so I started on the cabbage juice. It helped a little bit. It started to clear up the pneumonia. And then I tried the pineapple juice. It sort of helped a little bit with the coughing, but it didn't help with anything else. And the final thing that I tried was onion juice. And within 2 days, I could breathe again. My pneumonia had cleared up. And ever since that time, each year I've actually been having onion juice if a cough starts, or if I feel a little bit of a tickle in the throat, straight away I hit the onion juice. And I know it sounds potent and horrible and disgusting, and it's not the best tasting thing in the world, but having onion juice as opposed to having pneumonia. I know which one I prefer to have every single year. So the thing I do now is every single day I actually use onion in my salads. I cook with onion in my curries or soups, whatever I'm making. I try to have fresh onion every day, and usually a combination. I'll have the raw onions in my salads, and then I'll have onions in my cooking as well. So that has really, really revolutionized my life, because ever since that time, so like I said, that was about 5 years ago, and since I've been doing that, I think the following year I had one more bout of very mild bronchitis, and straight away I hit it with the onion juice and it disappeared within a matter of days. And then since then, the last 3 years, touch wood, I have not had any respiratory issues. So definitely, if you have issues with pneumonia, with bronchitis, with breathing, anything like that, please try using onions as your ingredient. So it really makes such a difference. And if you have severe pneumonia and you're going through it right now, then definitely get some onion juice, get it happening. Kim is asking, how did I make the onion juice? So I just had a regular juicer, the same juicer that you would use, like I think I've got a Breville juice fountain, and instead of putting oranges in there or whatever fruits, I would put the onion in there. So I would peel it, throw the whole onion in there, and then the juice would come out. I think I was on the road one time, and sorry, I'm just reading the messages. Juliana's asking, can you add fruit juice to the onion juice? Yeah, if it helps it go down, for sure, because the raw onion juice, it can be quite strong and really burn. So if you're not used to having it, definitely have a tablespoon, but mix it maybe in a glass of water or a glass of juice, and especially if kids are having it, put it into there, and then give it a try. Or even, like I said, use it in soups, etc. But the raw onion juice really, really helped me a lot. And I'm not a medical practitioner, so this is just what has worked for me, and it is just something that you can buy at the grocery store. It's a natural product. So give it a try and see how it works. I really wanted to share this information, especially at the moment with all these issues with the coronavirus and that it's a respiratory issue. I really wanted to share my story and how the use of onion juice and fresh onions has really, it's just really changed my life, because after 43 odd years of having pneumonia and bronchitis every single year, it started to wear me down. Every time I got sick, I was just I was so scared that I was going to be sick again and knocked out and flat on my back for quite a while. So okay, thank you. How much juice and how often is this good for colds? I usually have as much as I can. So I would probably have a tablespoon to 3 tablespoons worth every few hours. But if you are giving it to children, maybe just start with a teaspoon every few hours and see how they handle it, because you don't want it burning your esophagus either. So like I said, mix it with some water or some fruit juice, and that will help it go down for sure. Barb is saying thank you. You're most welcome. If this helps just one other person, I will be so happy, because I know the massive change it made in my life, and how being able to breathe each year, it's amazing. And even I think it was last year I started to feel a little bit of a tickle in my throat, and boom, hit the onion juice and nothing ever happened. So it's just been really, really such a great thing for me to discover. And if it helps just one other person by me sharing my story, then I'm very, very happy. Barb, you're saying you have chronic bronchitis, trouble breathing tonight. If you can, really try to get some of that onion juice into you. And if you don't have a juicer, I've also in the past I've blended it. Try it in a blender. If your blender is powerful enough, don't add any water, but if it's not powerful enough, add a little bit of water just to get it going. Get that mixture, and then maybe strain it through a tea towel, or if you've got a thin cloth, use that, push it through, get the juice out, and then just start having that, and dilute it if you need to. And then, yeah, try to have it regularly, try to have as much as you can. Like I said, I probably have 1 to 3 tablespoons every couple of hours. And I chop up onion and just have it lying next to my bed, because I find the vapors help me to breathe better as well. So if you do have spare onions lying around, chop them up just into quarters or 6 pieces, whatever. Have it lying next to your bed, and those vapors will really help you to breathe as well. It makes such a huge difference. And I know I have done this to my son and put some onion onto his feet. Your feet do absorb things, so by strapping some onions onto your feet, your body actually absorbs that as well, and it has helped bring down fevers and helped with coughing and colds. So give that a try. Could you use a coffee filter? Yeah, that should work, as long as you're getting those solids out. You could get the juice out that way. That's fine. So if you have anything that has actually helped you to boost your immune system, I would love to have your feedback here as well, and we can all share with each other. And basically, let's boost our immune systems as much as we can and get healthy, keep our immune systems up here. So if we are faced with a virus or pneumonia or anything like that, then we have a strong immune system that's ready to fight and go into battle for us. So I hope that this tip has really helped you. And obviously, on top of the onion strategy and the onion juice, I do eat as healthy as possible each and every day. I eat whole plant-based foods. I try to avoid oils because I have heart issues from the past, so I'm trying not to aggravate those heart issues any further. I reversed my heart issues by eating a whole plant-based diet, whole food plant-based diet is what I'm trying to say. So yes, definitely get those fruits and vegetables in, and make sure the fruits and vegetables are different colors, so you're getting all those different nutrients and really boosting your immune system through all those antioxidants and nutrients that the fruit and vegetables are going to give you. So also, I've left a link above for my newsletter. In the next few days, I'm going to be sending out a few different ideas on extra ways to boost your immune system, a few immune boosting recipes as well. And like I said, if anyone else has some ideas on or feedback of things that have helped you, things that have helped to boost your immune system, and recovery stories that you may have had, I would love to hear them as well. So Barb, you're saying you've heard about onions on your feet and cut them up in your bedroom. Yeah, it definitely works. So it just sounds so simple, but it really, really works. And I know I've heard in the past the chopping up onions and boiling them with sugar and whatnot. I did try that once, and it didn't work for me. So what I have found is definitely having that raw onion juice just really knocks it on the head. And like I said, don't take too much at once. You don't want to burn your throat because it is a potent mix. But yeah, give it a try, dilute it, and maybe even have some lemon juice as well. And yeah, really boost that immune system and knock your bronchitis, pneumonia, and respiratory issues on the head. I'm really struggling with that word today. So I hope that's helped, and I hope you give it a try. And Barb, definitely give it a try, and then send me an email or leave me a message in the Cooking with Plants Facebook group. I would love to see how it works for you. Juliana is asking, any color onion? I usually just use brown or white onions. I know in my salads during the year, my day-to-day eating, I eat the purple colored onions, the Spanish onions as we call them here. So Other than that, I think they all work. I haven't really consciously tried it, but I know every time I've gone to fight my bronchitis or my pneumonia that I use the white onions or the brown onions. They seem to be a little bit more potent, and that's just what's worked for me. So definitely give it a try. I'm really looking forward to this helping other people. So share this message. If you know anyone that struggles with coughs, with bronchitis, with pneumonia, anyone that needs to really boost their immune system, especially for their respiratory health, please share this video, share this message with them, and get them to sign up to my newsletter as well, and they can learn some extra information through that as well. So I really, really hope that has helped you. Thank you for joining me and being here, and yeah, especially Barb, I hope it helps you. Give it a try and let me know how it goes for you. So if anyone has any questions, just type them in and I can answer them for you now. Other than that, I will be having my, well, it's almost lunchtime here in Australia, so I'll be having a bit of an immune boosting soup today. So lots of vegetables and sweet potato, lentils, and yeah, some turmeric to boost the immune system as well. So Barb is asking, how do you store the onion juice? I usually just make it in small amounts and have it as quickly as possible, but any container that you have with a screw top lid would be good, just something to keep the air away from it, and then I store it in the fridge so it's away from the air and from the light, and that will keep it as fresh as possible and as potent as possible. So that is the best way to store it, as far as I have found. Someone else might have other ways to do it as well. Okay, so good luck with your juicing, with your onion juice. And like I said, if you want more recipes and some ideas to boost your immune system, I will be emailing out in the next few days via my Cooking with Plants email list. So I've left the link for that up in the description. I can't talk today. So please join me there, sign up, and I'll send out some more information to you there. And if you need to ask any questions, you can reply to that email as well and just shoot some questions over to me as well. So I hope that's helped you, and I hope everyone stays healthy and safe. And other than that, I look forward to talking to you soon and sending some emails out to you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.